That has been a bit of a journey to put this bike together. Now this has reached to a stage that I can take it for a road test. Now you can see from the top, the handlebar, I have sort of lowered it down so there is no space between the handlebar and the top tube. I've got the spacer in here. I'm waiting for more spacer to come in, but now it's kind of now hold together enough to give me for a test ride, not a proper riding just yet, just to test and see how the components come together. The seat post, I have to add some carbon paste in there just to give you a little bit more grip to stop it sort of sliding down. And then come back to the seat post and seat post clamp. The seat post clamp, I feel this is kind of, the screw come with the seat post. It's probably a little bit too short. It will probably work fine with most people using a metal rail. But with a carbon oval rail, it feels like that I can't really sort of get the angle that I would like to get, a more negative aggressive angle. We'll see how it goes. I need to sort of contact them and do something with that. And then lastly is the seat tube. I've swapped out the built-out tube into the right now PTU tubes, which I hope this will give me a closer feeling to the end product when I set up as the tubeless. So I'm pretty excited. I'm about to get changed and then go for a test ride. After that, I will tell you what this bike feels. Alright, let's get going. So you see I haven't got any serious cycling gear on. Just cycle through the local suburban area just to give this bike a little good feel of it. So let me pedal a little bit more and then tell you what I feel. I will start with the wheels and the tires. Oh my goodness, this is so comfortable using 30C instead of a smaller, narrower tire. The rims spin really well, really quiet. I quite like this. I don't like noisy hubs, to be honest. I found this is kind of my taste, but it is surprisingly heavy. Like not the wheel, but the whole bike is surprisingly heavy. So let me turn the corner and then tell you what I feel about the weight. Alright, in terms of the weight isn't that heavy compared to like let's say a Giant Defy, but it is feeling quite difficult to pick up speed. Maybe because I don't have the right gear, or maybe my body condition isn't right today. And you can see this is very windy. If you see my shirt, it's just been blowing away the whole day. Maybe because of that. We'll come back to it in a little bit. Let's see, the next things I should talk about is the brake. Overall, I don't see the brake is a problem with the frame, but probably more the group set that I selected. Like as you're aware, this is cable actuated hydraulic. It's not a true hydraulic system, and it's far from it. When you pull the cable, it stops, but it is a little bit of effort. It's not as good as a hydraulic system, and unfortunately, it is what it is. This is the price that you pay. If I would have selected a hydraulic brake system, I'm sure the feeling, the outcome would be a little bit different. What else? Yes, how it compared to rim brakes. It is kind of on par with the rim brakes. I must say, rim brakes depends on your rim and your brake pad. You can actually get quite a good stopping power altogether. It's not a bad thing at all. I particularly want the disc brake version because I want the wheel to be compatible, interchangeable to my other bikes. But a rim brake system definitely is a lighter system. and it's maybe if you don't have that interchangeable requirement, and if you're not going into a hydraulic system, a hydraulic disc brake, a rim brake would be a good option. Going back to the frame is quite a firm ride. What I do feel is it probably would be good to push it to the pace and see how it really feels when I push on like high power when I'm sprinting. But nah, not today. Haven't have the headset completely set up. Haven't have the clamp to clamp it right, so I won't be able to tell truly what does that feel until a later stage, until everything is ready. And but first ride impression, the frame is decent. Not the lightest frame, but I believe it can do a very good job. Wow, this is it. This is the first ride of this VeloBuild 218. I'm pretty happy with what I've got so far. Now, first of all, I have not paid top dollar for this setup. It's a moderate frame, moderate group set, moderate wheel, and moderate component across the bike. Compared to the top end, obviously can't compare with the wide quality. But if I think about this, for what I pay, for what it's giving me back, I think this is a really good trade. Really happy with that. So where we go from here, in the next few weeks, I've got decent work commitment, which does mean I have very little time to spend on the bike. And also I'm waiting for the spacer to come in. It probably will come in the next few weeks. Once I've got the spacer, I can set up the bike in the right geometry that I'll normally ride on for an extended stiff period of time. Then I can put in some good power, put through some club long ride, 100k, that's what I'm trying to do. And then I can tell you what does it really feel like owning a VeloBuild R218 for real. Right now it's just the first impression. Maybe later on things will change. Maybe once I change it to tubeless setup, the feeling will be different. Maybe I feel the bike will be a little bit too harsh for me. I don't know. Like right now, I just don't have those time, the hours on the bike to tell you for sure whether this is a good bike or not. So please stay tuned. Lastly, I really want to thank you for your input, for the comments, for people who subscribe and support this process. That really make a huge difference for me, because I don't feel that I'm actually working by myself. This is a lot of interaction, a lot of good comments. I check it from time to time. I really enjoy the interaction. So keep up with that. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the final video. I'll give the final verdict. It probably would be a while before I come back to it, but stay tuned for that. Alright, bye for now.